do you feel about the whole Rihanna J.R. Smith thing? With you having an interesting history with J.R.
I think she was telling the truth. Like that's what I always tell people, man. Just because you see celebrities together, that don't mean they fucking. He might have been trying to fuck, so he was around her all the time. You know what I'm saying? If he knew that she was gonna be at this club, yeah, I'm gonna go to the club too. I'm a New York Knicks basketball player. I can sit in the VIP right by her. Hey, I could buy her a few bottles. I got millions. Let me buy some bottles. Like, yo, Rihanna, this on me. Even though she's probably getting comp anyway. But let me go ahead and spend my money just because. Mm-hmm. And she called him a desert thirsty nigga. To me, that says, okay, this nigga been chasing her around. She said it. He's a desert thirsty. She said desert thirsty. It don't get no drier than that. I mean, like, nigga, you really been trying to get at me 300 miles per hour, and I'm not interested. I think we gotta stop doing that. I think it's unfair to male and female celebrities. Just because you see two people together that are celebrities, man, and a picture is taken, don't just assume that they're together. And I wouldn't be surprised if publicists for JR or whoever's in that situation send that type of shit out. Because it's good pub for them at the end of the day. Everybody think you fucking Rihanna. Great. You know what I'm saying?
Takes the emphasis off the high school student.
Or whatever. It makes you look good. Like that. Like they talked about that on ESPN. They talked about it during the playoffs. JR being out with Rihanna. Oh, that's why he's not playing well. He's in the club with Rihanna. They make light and make jokes about it, but it still makes you look good at the end of the day.
I mean, do you think that JR being in the club during the playoffs affected his gameplay? Because he was getting crucified over his shooting.
I look at it two ways because I do think that athletes. I know for a fact athletes have to live a certain lifestyle. You can't be out in the clubs around all that smoke and drinking and probably going home and fucking some chicks and then hitting the basketball court a couple days later or the next day. I do think that you have to discipline yourself when you are in, the regular season or the playoffs to stay away from that type of lifestyle. But then I saw a podcast that my man Jalen Rose did. Shout out to Jalen Rose, salute to him. He did a podcast where he was like, that's how some players take their edge off. He said some players go home, they have a good meal, they go to bed with their wife and their kids, and that's their regimen. But some players go to the club. He said it's just we're in a different age now where everything's on social media, everything's, that people know, oh, J.R. Smith was in the club this night, J.R. Smith was in the club that night. Shit, how we know Michael Jordan didn't do that?
I mean, Dennis Rodman was notorious for this type of thing.
Well, he's not a good example.
Oh, he was a great player.
He was a great player, but he was a bit of a Looney Tune too. I mean, but who's to say Michael Jordan or Charles Barkley them didn't do the same thing? Go to the clubs, gamble, have a drink, then play the next night. We don't know. We hear stories, but we don't know.
Lil Wayne had just put out an interview or statement saying like he didn't like New York.
I just don't like New York.
And it's his opinion to say.
Ever since I met Stevie when he pissed me off, fucking bitch ass, faggot ass nigga, but that's how we talk in Miami. And I'm trying to work on that because my brother's gay.